you guys started Fanboy and now Fanbase together. And so what was the first step in starting starting the process? Did you guys do the podcast first? Did you guys do the website? Did you guys do the books? What was kind of the first thing where you were like, okay, we should be doing something together for our mutual shared love of this?
That's a good question. I think it was something animal that we did first. But while obviously the artistic process of creating a comic or a graphic novel takes a really long time.
Of course.
But while we were doing that, a friend of ours who worked in the industry as well noted, why don't you start building your fan base while the art is being finished? So we started doing daily reviews, and another friend of ours connected us with John Bernthal at height of first season Walking Dead and said, I'd love to do an interview. So that was our very first interview.
Oh, wow.
And so it kind of helped to really build our fan base and build our audience that we could then kind of commingle with the publishing side of things as well. So, and I think our first podcast, the Fanbase Weekly, came at about that same time as well.
That's cool. So you just, because of fate, John Bernthal, how do you say his last name?
Bernthal.
Bernthal,
Yes.
the Punisher himself.
I know. And he was so sweet. It was a lovely interview.
And yeah, he's been such an iconic character in, with Shane and with Frank Castle. And so it's cool that you were there because that was his kind of like breakout.
Oh,
big...
absolutely. I mean, he had done years of theater. He's a wonderful theatrically trained actor. But Shane was really his big
his
break.
big break.
Yeah.
And you guys were you guys fan of the Walking Dead comic before that? Or?
Absolutely. Yeah. I actually came to the show first and then watched
Oh,
and then
really?
read the comic. But for Bryant, it was the other way around. Yes.
That's what's really cool about the show is it's half the people kind of that I know were fans of the show first, and half the people were fans of the comic book. And it's a way that people were like, oh, I like the show, I'm going to go pick up the comics. And people were like, I love the comics, I'm going to watch the show and see what it's like. And I think it was something to really kind of see the magic that comic books is, because we're where so many great ideas start and they get executed, and you can see sometimes they're done really executed really well, and sometimes they're executed not so well.
Exactly.
And so if it's executed great, it just turns into like one of those things that can be all the billion-dollar movies for the most part are all great comic books that we've kind of known and loved.